Happy International Women's Month. Most of our feedback has been from women asking questions about which gear they should have for which kind of riding they do. Why this and not that? So today I'm going to focus on good, better, best of 3 of my favorite pieces that Harley has to offer right now. First one I'm going to do is good. And what we have here, open her up so you can see, is the Hazard waterproof textile riding jacket. So obviously textile is going to be very flexible, functional, comfortable. This is good for both rider and passenger, as will all of the jackets be that I'm showing you today. What I love about this particular one is that it's waterproof. And you can usually tell a waterproof jacket by the rubberized zippers. So this way, the things in your pockets stay dry as long as you're zipped up, and the venting also does not allow any water in once it's zipped up. Now with this one, in order for your front zipper to be waterproof, you want to have the inside zipper done, because that will close your flap so that any water that gets behind your main zipper stays within that flap and goes down and doesn't get onto your body. Now they prefer to do that with the main zipper because the rubberized zipper, too much wear and tear, and you start to have gaps and then the water will leak in. So this is a much safer way to keep the water out. I also love the venting in this because you have venting in the front and the back, also rubberized. You have adjustability at the waist, so if you're a little skinny mini, you can tighten it up or loosen it if you got a little extra meat like me. We have reflective spots. You can also add not only your shoulder armor, but also and elbow armor, but also the back armor, which a lot of the ladies riders jackets don't offer. And then if you look, you could see the sheen on the inside of this behind the mesh, and that's what keeps the water from penetrating. Okay, and of course, lots of inside pockets because we do like to hold our stuff, don't we, ladies? My next is probably my absolute favorite jacket that Harley has offered in the 10 years that I've been working for Harley-Davidson. Let's open this girl up for us. And this one is the Killian jacket. Now this one has 3 pieces to it. It has your outside textile jacket that you can wear on its own or with a combination of the layers that comes with it. It is vented on the arms, and then it has the big vents on the back. Also adjustability, so we keep our girlish figure even with all the bulk. And then on the inside is where this gets to be exciting for me. This is the closest to an FXRG jacket you can get right now. You have inside pockets on every layer, which is exciting. So this layer here is your thermal layer. This is what keeps your body heat, your core heat in, helps you keep super warm on those frigid days. And that zips out. So if it's not a cold day, guess what? You don't need this piece. All right? Our next layer is our waterproof layer. And they also color coat these zippers like Garanimals for the kids. See, we have a tiny black zipper for that layer. And then the main zipper for your waterproof layer is orange. And then to take your waterproof layer out is a big black plastic zipper. So again, if it's not raining or it's not super windy out and you don't want this zipper or this piece in, you don't have to have it. And then we have the extra large tooth black zipper for the outside. So there's a lot of moving parts on this jacket, but they make it so that you can't confuse it and zip the wrong layer to the wrong layer. It's perfect. You don't even have to think about it. All you have to say is, what's the weather gonna be today? Oh, you know what? It's gonna be warm, but it might rain. So we want just the outside layer with our vents open, but put the waterproof layer in it because there's a chance of rain. And everything zips in and out so easily, as you see me. Just, you know, no fuss, no muss. They also have adjustability at the sleeves. And then on the very inside, it has this little tab. So there is a piece of elastic inside the sleeve. So you can attach these tabs inside the sleeve so that your liners aren't twisting as you're moving. Because you know when you wear a bunch of layers, sometimes your sleeves are up here, or it starts twisting, or up in your armpit. With this, it doesn't do that. Probably my favorite riding jacket in the 10 years that I've been working with Harley-Davidson. So that's better, obviously. Now best, of course, is the one that's going to give you the best protection. Now we get to our best. Now obviously your best option for a riding jacket for any trip is going to be the one that gives you the most protection. And nothing gives you protection like a Harley leather jacket. Let's open this girl up too. Now this is the Aura 3-in-1 leather jacket. Now the first thing that you need to know about a Harley leather jacket, because what I hear a lot from my customers are, why are the Harley leathers so much more than what I get at the mall? Well, what you get at the mall is fashion leather, and it is pounded so it's super thin and it will not hold up. If it needs to do its job, it's going to shred faster than your skin. And that's a really harsh way of putting it, but it is the God's honest truth. They are not made for riding. Yes, you'll look cute, but if it needs to do its job, it is not going to. Harley leathers are built to last your lifetime and to save your skin. And if you've ever had road rash, you know how important that is, because it takes forever to heal. So the Aurora 3-in-1, you have two pieces, but they call it 3-in-1 because you could wear the jacket on its own, you could wear the cute liner on its own, or you can wear them together. Now this is a full sleeve performance micro fleece liner that's in it. So this blocks the wind, which when you're riding on a chilly day, blocking the wind takes a lot of that coldness away. You know, that helps keep your body temperature regulated and helps you from getting, you know, all that real abrasive cold. The leather also blocks the wind, but the micro fleece on the inside of this keeps your own body heat in. So that's where they work together. This jacket is also vented. We have our vents up on our arms. We have our vents, flip this over because it's sticky, on the back. This particular vent though, you could unzip from the top, or you have a pleat at the bottom. So when we sit down, it gives a little room for the junk in our trunk, and then also adjustability to pull that waist in. You can put all the armor in this one as well. So for our riders that like to be extra protected. Okay. Inside our leather we have, there's that piece that I was telling you about before that keeps your sleeves in place. You undo that. then you can take it out. All right, so we could put our armor in our shoulders, in our elbows, and a back piece was added for this one as well. And I have one more thing that I have forgotten to tell you on the previous two jackets. That is my favorite part of riding gear. Since I am a whopping 5 feet tall, I tower over ants. All right, so when you're zipped up, and this is a longer body jacket so that it covers our back when our arms are outstretched for our handlebars. So I am particularly short and short in the torso. So every time I get on my bike, the first thing that happens is my jacket comes up in my face, and I hate that. So if you've ever wondered what the bottom zipper is for that gives us such a hard time when we're zipping our jacket, you open this up to about there, and then when you sit down, this opens up and your jacket stays in place. So when you're like this, you sit down, your jacket stays here, it doesn't come up here. I call that short girl tricks, but I use that on every jacket I have, and I've got a bunch because I've been doing this a long time. So I hope that my tutorial here helps everybody learn a little bit more about the good, better, best options for your Harley jacket. So join us again next week when I'm going to show you what our next question is why should I get Harley gear as rain gear as opposed to going to Dick's and getting frog legs. So join us again next week. Thanks everybody.